or some type of club or fraternal organization. That's creating a residual piece of revenue. It's creating a new transaction on an ongoing basis. Now, here's where I want to take this a little deeper. So almost every home-based business or online business touts residual income. We're going to help you create residual income. We're going to give you freedom with your time. Problem is, so many of those businesses are not built around this thing, long-term consumable items. They may be things that are consumable in the short term or have a limited time span, but they're not long-term consumables. So part of what you want to be looking for in a recurring residual income business, quite honestly, is the thing that's not so sexy. All right. So even in the world of real estate, there are flippers, there are wholesalers, and then there are people who own rental properties. And rental properties is the least sexy thing you could do, but it creates residual income month after month. Now, most people don't have the money to go diving into real estate unless they have some extra knowledge and training teaching them how to do that without using their own money, and that's a whole different topic. But a lot of people will turn to home-based businesses for this purpose. So what you're really looking for is what things are going to be consumable, are they going to be used for a long time, and is there a high level of retention amongst that customer base? So here's the thing you find. Let's take motor oil, for example. People get really loyal to their brand of motor oil, whatever they think is best, especially if they're really proud of their ride, their motorcycle, their boat, their snowmobile, their car, doesn't matter what it is. They're going to get really loyal to a brand of motor oil. And so if you are the supplier of that brand of motor oil, if you're the one referring those customers to the manufacturer, then that's a great residual component for you to be in. P.S. by the way, that's one of the businesses I'm involved in. Second thing is this household goods thing. People are constantly going to be using toothpaste. They're constantly going to be using cosmetics, shaving cream. They're going to be using window cleaner. They're going to be using disinfectant. Nowadays, with the corona outbreak and fears of infection and pandemic, they're going to be using sanitizer. They're going to be doing all sorts of things regularly. And the great thing about that is that thing of disinfectant, it's not going to last forever. If they're spraying all their doorknobs and countertops and tabletops, and they're doing that on a regular basis, they're going to be buying again and again and again and again and again. So by the same token, if you can be in the middle of that process, that is a great long-term residual income business for you to look at. By the way, side note, that's also one of the things that we do. We have a business that focuses in on those types of things. Why? Because it's long-term residual income. Those businesses become an asset. I do the work once. I refer the shopper, refer the customer, and they begin to deal directly with the manufacturer. At that point, I don't have any more work to be done, but because I made the introduction, the manufacturer is going to pay me every time a transaction takes place. Now, when you take that further, if you're really smart with this, you're going to do one other thing. You're going to create a system. And I absolutely love systems. I discovered many years ago that I didn't have to sell my time for money. That if I would use systems, I could create multiple channels of residual income. And so I put systems to work. For me, I use my smartphone and I use my laptop. Those two things run all of my business enterprises. And that goes from the simplest of things, selling household goods, all the way up to buying and selling real estate, finding tenants, finding deals, finding joint venture partners in businesses where I can give some intellectual value and then create ownership in a company. Those are all residual assets. Those are all things that pay over and over again, but the system is what makes it work. That's what separates my time from the revenue. So that's a brief overview on creating residual income. If I can answer any questions for you, if I can help you get started on this path so that you're not just trading hours for dollars or years for a salary, but you're adding some residual components in, please get with me. I'll be happy to show you the things we're doing. If they're a fit, great. If I can guide you in those, great. If not, no sweat. Have a good day.